You ever sit in a room full of people laughing, talking, sharing stories, and still feel like you're the only one in the room, like no one really sees you? Good, because that's where it begins. That moment when the silence in your soul screams louder than all the noise around you. That's where you wake up. Let me break the fantasy real quick. No one is your real friend when it comes to your growth. People will cheer for you when it's easy. When you're doing just enough to look successful, they'll clap. They'll send emojis. They'll repost your highlight reel. But let you start digging deep, really deep into that pain, that sacrifice, that obsession, and suddenly it gets quiet, real quiet. You think someone's coming to save you. Now, you think people are going to sit next to you when you're losing sleep, when you're drowning in self-doubt, when you're choosing discipline over pleasure every damn day. They won't, because your pain reminds them of their comfort. Your grind highlights their laziness. Your hunger threatens their apathy. People are seasonal, circumstantial, convenient. But your mission, that's permanent. You came into this world alone, and if you want to win in it, you better learn to be your own damn army. You've got to be the one who trains when no one's watching. Who keeps promises you made to yourself? Who hears you've changed and says, damn right I did. You've got to be the friend you never had, the one who doesn't sugarcoat, doesn't coddle, doesn't let you off the hook. That voice inside that says, get up, you're not done. Everyone says, I got your back, until it costs them comfort, until your evolution makes them uncomfortable, until your success reminds them they settled. Then suddenly you're too intense. You're too focused. You're too much. You're not too much. They're just too little. You want peace. Make war with your excuses. You want loyalty. Be loyal to your damn grind. You want love. Love your pain enough to use it. You want friendship. Be the beast that never quits because no one else is coming. This world will pretend to be your friend until you outgrow it. Then it turns cold. But you're forged in that cold. You're built for the silence. You're made for the moments when there's no one left to text, no one clapping, no one understanding why you're still going. Because that's what makes you dangerous. And when you rise, when you finally rise, don't expect a parade. Just nod to the mirror, because the only real one who ever walked beside you through the fire was you. You ever feel that silence hit you so hard it echoes in your bones? That moment when you're surrounded by people, family, friends, coworkers, but deep down you feel like no one really sees you. Like they don't understand the war going on inside your head. That's not weakness. That's the alarm clock. That's life grabbing you by the throat and saying, wake up. Because loneliness isn't a curse, it's a signal. It's the moment your soul starts whispering. It's time. Time to stop expecting the world to fill the void inside you. Time to realize that no one is built to carry your burden but you. That quiet you're feeling, that's your real self trying to break through the noise. Trying to say, get up, you're the one. You always were. Everyone else is busy trying to survive, trying to feel okay. They don't have the bandwidth to climb into your mess and fix you. That's not their job, it's yours. And when that emptiness hits, when you feel like the only damn person on earth who cares about your dream, it's because you probably are. And that's exactly how it should be. That's when you build the foundation. That's when you become dangerous. Because once you stop needing noise, attention, or company to feel alive, now you're unshakable. Now you're doing the real work. That's where I was, alone. Broken. Nobody checking in, nobody clapping, nobody giving a damn. And that's when I started, because when you're not distracted by fake support, you finally hear the truth. And that truth, it's brutal, but it's yours, and it makes you unstoppable. People love you when you're comfortable. When you're just grinding enough to say you're working, but not enough to make them uncomfortable. They'll clap for your gym selfies, your early morning routines, as long as it doesn't make them question their own laziness. But the second you take it further, the second you start going to a place they're afraid of, they vanish. You stop going out, stop answering calls, start choosing the work over the party, and suddenly you're different, right? They say, you're obsessed. You're overdoing it. No, you're doing what they want. You're stepping into that darkness, that discipline, that place where results live. And that place, it's uncomfortable. People don't support discomfort because it reflects their own weakness. It reminds them that they're choosing comfort, excuses, mediocrity, while you're choosing growth. The truth is, most people around you want to see you do good, but never better than them. So when you push harder, when you sacrifice, when you outgrow their version of you, they pull back. Not because you changed for the worse, because you exposed what they never had the guts to do. Discipline is a lonely road. Sacrifice is a lonely road. And when you start walking it, don't expect anyone to walk beside you. They'll cheer from the sidelines, sure, but when the real work shows up, corny sore bodies, missed parties, relentless focus, guess who's still there? Just you, and that's all you need. When you start leveling up, really leveling up, you become a mirror and people don't like what they see, your grind, your discipline, your progress. It shines a light on everything they're not doing. It exposes the lies they themselves every day to stay comfortable. In that mirror, it cuts deep. It reminds them of every excuse, every shortcut, every promise they broke to themselves. That's when the shift happens. At first, they support you. They like your post. They say, you're killing it, bro. But let you start pulling away from the pack. Let your results start speaking louder than your words. Watch how fast that support turns to silence, or worse, criticism. You think you're better than us. Nah, you're just not playing small anymore. And that threatens people who still are. Understand this, and most people aren't rooting against you. They're just rooting for the version of you that made them feel safe. The one who stayed at their level, who didn't chase discomfort, who didn't challenge the status quo. But once you start showing up differently, talking differently, moving differently, they'll call it ego. They'll say you changed. Of course you did. That's the whole point. You don't evolve without shedding skin, and you sure as hell don't climb without letting go of dead weight. People will make you feel guilty for outgrowing them, but don't fall for it. You're not the villain. They're just scared of the standard you're setting. Your success isn't just yours anymore. It's a threat to their comfort zone. And that's their problem, not yours. Keep rising, keep grinding. Let the distance speak. You keep waiting for someone to save you, for someone to show up, pat you on the back, say, I got you. Let me tell you something. No one is coming. Not your friends, not your family, not your coach, not your boss. This world will watch you drown and then blame you for not learning how to swim. That's the truth. And the sooner you accept it, the stronger you get. You want to grow, want to win. You better learn how to carry your own weight, because no one's built to carry it for you. That pain you're feeling, that stress, that anxiety, that voice telling you to quit. That's your fight. You were built for it. But you've been outsourcing your strength to people who don't even have control over their own damn lives. You keep looking for someone to believe in you when you won't even believe in yourself. You keep asking people to check on you to motivate, when the truth is you've got to learn how to be there for yourself when no one else is. Being that you got to become your own soldier, your own backup, your own savior. Because when it's 3 a.m. and your mind is racing, when you're exhausted, broken, and no one's picking up the phone, you're the only one left in that moment. And that moment is everything. That's when you either fall apart or rise. That's when you stop being a victim and become a savage. You've got to train yourself to walk through hell with no hand to hold, no shoulder to lean on, just your own 2 feet, your own mindset, and the will to keep putting one foot in front of the other. People say, that's lonely. Damn right it is. Growth is lonely, but loneliness doesn't break you. Depending on others does. You want freedom, earn it. You want power, build it. You want real strength, stop waiting and become it. Everybody talks about loyalty to their friends, their family, their job. But let me ask you this, how loyal are you to yourself? Not when it's easy, not when you're motivated. I'm talking about those moments when it's pitch black outside, your alarm's going off at 4 a.m., your body hurts, your mind's making excuses, and you got no one watching. That's where it counts. That's where most people fold. You said you were going to work out. You said you were going to eat clean. You said you were going to wake up early, study, grind, stay focused. Then what? You broke your own damn promise. No one even had to lie to you. You lied to yourself, and you wonder why your confidence is shot, why you don't trust your own word, because deep down, you keep letting yourself off the hook. But when you start keeping those promises, when you follow through in silence, when you do what you said you do, without applause, without recognition, without validation, that's when everything changes. That's when your mind starts to respect you. That's when your soul starts to trust you. That's when you build real self-worth. Not from likes, not from compliments, from consistency, from doing the damn work every day, especially when you don't feel like it. People ask, how do you build confidence? You build it by showing up when you said you would, by becoming the kind of person who needs supervision to go all in. When you become that person, there's no limit, because every time it gets hard, every time it hurts, every time that inner bitch tries to pull you back, you've got receipts, you've got history, you've got proof that you're the type of person who finishes what they start. That's not motivation. That's self-respect. And no one can take that from you. 22, you keep running from pain like it's the enemy, like it's out to destroy you. But let me tell you something. Pain is the only thing that never lies to you. Fake friends will gas you up. Comfort will lull you to sleep, but pain tells you the damn truth. Pain shows up when you're weak, when you've been cutting corners, when you've been hiding. And instead of listening to it, you try to numb it, dish yourself, blame someone else. Nah, you need to feel that pain. You need to sit in it, bleed in it, breathe in it, because that's where the real growth lies. Everybody wants peace, but nobody wants the war that comes before it. You think peace comes from bubble baths and vacations. Peace comes from earning it, from going to war with your own mind every single day, from walking into the pain you've been running from and saying, let's go, I'm still standing. Comfort doesn't teach you anything. It coddles you, makes you soft, keeps you average. But pain sharpens you. Pain tests you. Pain says, you want to be great, prove it right now. And most people treat pain like a curse. I treat it like a coach. When it shows up, I don't run, I lean in, because I know it's showing me the way. That soreness, that mental fatigue, heartbreak, that rejection, it's not there to break you. It's there to build you, to strip away the weakness, to carve out the savage underneath all that comfort you've been hiding behind. You want to know who your real friend is on this journey? It's that burn in your lungs, that fire in your legs, that voice screaming in your head telling you to quit. And the other voice that says, we don't quit. That second voice, that's you. That's the real you. The one who refuses to die in comfort. The one who uses pain as fuel. The one who walks through fire and comes out harder, sharper, hungry. That's who you need to become, because pain is loyal. It doesn't fake it. It doesn't flatter you. It forces you to face yourself. And most people ain't ready for that. But you better be. When people say you've changed, they think it's an insult, like you lost something. But real change is the only way forward. It means you're shedding the dead weight, dead habits, dead mindsets, dead people, anything holding you back. Change isn't just okay, it's necessary. If you stay the same, you're dying. You're just rotting from the inside out. Every time you push harder, every time you go deeper, every time you say no to the easy path, you're becoming someone new. That new you might scare the people around you because it shows them what they're not willing to do. They want you to stay the same because it keeps their world safe. But you don't need to fit in. You don't owe anyone your old version. You owe yourself the chance to become everything you're capable of. Change is proof you're growing. It means you're alive. It means you're not satisfied with the status quo. So when they say you've changed, you say, good, because I'm evolving and I'm coming for everything I'm going to have. Don't let anyone guilt you into shrinking back to their comfort zone. That's their fear, not your failure. You want to be the beast, then embrace change like it's your weapon. Let it cut through the noise, the doubt, the distractions. Change is the grind. Change is the pain. Change is the only way you stay ahead of everyone still stuck in yesterday's version of themselves. Don't apologize for it. Don't explain it. Just keep moving forward and let your results do the talking. Stop waiting for someone to hold you accountable. Stop hoping someone to check on you, push you, remind you why you started. That's a fantasy. The real world doesn't a damn about your excuses or your goals. You are the one who has to carry the weight of your own ambitions. If you want to be great, if you want to win, you have to be your own hardest coach. Nobody is going to be there when your mind is telling you to quit at mile 20. Nobody is going to show up at 5 a.m. to drag your tired body out of bed. You've got to build a mentality so strong that you don't need permission or motivation from anyone else. You've got to be relentless with yourself, even when no one else is watching. Or being your own accountability partner means look yourself dead in the eye every day and asking, did I do what I said I would? And if the answer is no, it means you don't make excuses. You don't blame the world. You don't wait for a second chance. You take ownership, accept the pain of failure, and get back after it harder. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is a habit. Accountability is a lifestyle. If you can't be honest with yourself, you're already defeated. So stop waiting for the world to give you a reason. Give yourself the reason and push yourself past the limits you thought you had. When you learn to own your grind, when you stop needing external validation, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when you stop being a passenger in your life and start driving the damn thing. Most people around you aren't your friends. They're just convenient. They stick around when you're easy to be around, when you're not challenging them, when you're playing by their rules. But the second you step off their script, the second you start living on a whole different level, they disappear. Because real friendship isn't about comfort. It's about loyalty through the grind, through the pain, through the change. And most people aren't built for that kind of loyalty. Friendships are conditional. They depend on what you can do from how you make them feel or how you fit into their life. But when the nights get long, when you're grinding while everyone else is partying, when your focus leaves no room for distractions, that's when you see who's really there. And guess what? Most people won't be. Don't mistake presence for loyalty. People will show up for the easy parts, the good times, the highlights. But the real test is when things get ugly. When you're tired, broken, or just plain done, who's still standing? Who's willing to see you through the mess you've got to walk through to get better? Most won't. Because loyalty requires sacrifice. It requires discomfort. It requires truth. And that's more than most people want to give. So stop looking for friendship and convenience. Stop waiting for people who can't handle your fire. If you want real support, start by being unbreakable on your own. Because the only loyalty you can count on every damn day is the loyalty you show yourself. When the world gets heavy, when everything inside you is screaming to quit, when your body is broken and your mind is battered, you realize something brutal, you walk alone through the fire. No one else is there to carry your pain. No one else is there to fight your demons. This isn't some lonely pity party. It's the reality of becoming great. Everyone talks about teamwork, about support systems, but the raw truth is the real battles happen inside you, in the silence, when no one's watching. The hours you spend grinding while others sleep, the reps you push through when your muscles beg you to stop, the mental wars you fight when the voice inside says, you can't. Those moments and yours alone, you want to know who your real friend is, that is unrelenting voice that says, keep going. It's the stubborn part of you that refuses to quit, even when quitting feels like the only option. It's the part of you that stands up again and again after every failure, every setback, every punch life throws at you. You walk this path alone because no one else can carry your weight. No one else can live your life for you. And that's where the power lies. Because when you stop waiting for someone else to show up, when you accept the loneliness of the fight, you become unbreakable. You become a beast forged in fire, a warrior who doesn't need a crowd to prove their strength. So embrace the solitude, own the struggle, because the only real friend you'll ever have on this journey is the one staring back at you in the mirror, the one who refuses to quit no matter what.